Good day, everyone. It is the Empowered Educator, and I'm back with another video. You all, today I am going to be doing an exclusive tour of my second grade classroom, and I'm so excited, you all. We are just hours away from our first day of the school year, and I know there are many educators out there that have been getting their learning spaces ready and acclimated to the learners that are going to be taking up this space. I am so excited to be doing this and having this moment with you all. I've been working hard. I know you all have been working tirelessly to make sure that your classrooms are reflective to the learners that are going to be occupying that space this year. So basically what I'm going to be doing for you all is giving you a holistic viewing of what my classroom actually looks like, and then I'm going to break it down piece by piece so you all can actually see the purpose that it has within the learning space for students. You all stay tuned, give this video a like, and also subscribe to the channel, okay? I do not own the rights to the music that is playing in the background. The library area. You know what? I can do videos all day, but it's the presence. You all just have to be here to actually see and feel the energy that is pulsating in this room. I'm telling you all, it's powerful. And I don't really have a huge theme when it comes to the learning space. I know that I want my students to feel like royalty when they walk in the room. So I like to think of my classroom as a palace, as a castle, where students feel like they can tap into their higher power. I call my students kings and queens all the time because I want them to know that they have that power within them. They are leaders and they possess the character traits to be who the Most High has called them to be, and also walk into those characteristics that make them unique, you know? So I'm going to give you all some information about how we utilize different parts of the room and give you all some ideas of how you can also occupy your learning space. So let's start with the break area. This space in the classroom is called the break area. This is kind of like my calm down corner, if you will, but I do not call it that. The name of my break area is called Make That Change. It actually originates from Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror song, because I'm all about transformation. And sometimes when you are under pressure, the best way that you can handle it is by taking a break. So we utilize the break area in the classroom quite frequently. I actually have two. I'll show you all the other one here in just a moment. But students have different tools that they can use over here to regulate their emotions or whatever they may be going through at that time. They have some mandala sheets up here with positive affirmations on them and some cards that they might want to make for someone that they miss, or even just something for themselves. I also provide each student with a self-care kit. This is an example of one, and I also specialize in these for my business. If you all want to know more about self-care kits, I'm going to put my business link below and you can check that out at your own leisure. So this is the other break area inside of the classroom. It has the same activities that are offered at the other break area. What's special about this one is it is on the opposite side of the classroom. So if a teacher needs to have a student from another class take a break inside the classroom, it's nice that that break area is right there by the door to cause minimal interruption of instruction that might be going on in the classroom. New this year, I've also added these LED lights, which will let students know whether the break area is occupied or unoccupied, or open or closed. And something else that I also have here is one of my power moves for self-advocacy posters. These are also available on my website if you are interested in teaching students how to advocate for themselves, using words, using their emotions, using their feelings, and just having some ideal sentence stems that they can also use to empower themselves. All right, and now we are in the space of the classroom where the magic happens. Yes, this is where all of the instruction takes place. Well, I shouldn't say all. This is where most of the instruction takes place. I love my carpet area. Unfortunately, due to COVID, we've had to replace some of our carpet. So just for temporary use, I have these seat cushions here for students to use. And this is a very intimate space inside of my classroom. So I do a lot of my teaching down here on the floor. Where that yellow line is up in the front, it's kind of like my stage area. That's where I like to have students come up, speak, and present about topics that we are sharing. I have my smart panel that's on the board. That's what I mostly utilize for instruction purposes. I'll get closer here in just a second, but I want you all to just take in what this part of the classroom actually looks like. What I want you all to notice here are my table teams and the way that I have labeled each. I have 6 different tables that I utilize in my classroom, and each table is a team name. And all of these team names have everything to do with character traits such as confidence, boldness, courageousness, empathy, humility. Things that empower our kids to grow into the individuals that they are becoming. And then in addition to the table teams being here on the chalkboard, they're also labeled on tables, and I'll show you that here in just a second. But basically what I use this board for is to track points that tables are using when I see teams working together and synergizing, working together to meet a common goal. I use tallies here, and I put next to the table teams how many tallies each table has received. We count those up at the end of the week, and I reward each table group for their work inside of the classroom. And I'm going to show you all how I've labeled their tables. And as you can see, I just used a couple of sentence strips to basically label where their table teams are located inside of the classroom. So these are my voice level lights that I utilize inside of the classroom to help with volume control inside of the learning space. And of course, only one would be on at a time, but for the purpose of this video, I just want to show you all the versatility that you have with utilizing these LED lights for voice level control inside of your classroom. Kids love actually being able to utilize this in the classroom. It is a classroom leadership position. Sometimes I'll also ask my teaching assistant to come up and turn the lights on for us, and the kids just really appreciate having this unique attribute as a part of our learning space. The last space that I'm going to show you for this video is my classroom library. And as you can see, it's very diverse, it's very welcoming, it's very organized, and kids just love this space inside of the classroom. Kids like to utilize it for centers time. And then even when students need to take a break here, I also allow them to come over here, rest, and read. I have my phones over there, the whisper phones that kids like to whisper to themselves into while they're reading. And then, of course, the library is labeled by genre. because it's important that students have exposure to different texts, not only of what's available to them on their level, but also just understanding that books are written by interest. There are books for history, there are books for animals, there are books for science, there are books for folk tales, fiction, and all that good stuff. And then, of course, some different strategies that kids can use to choose just right books, as well as ideas on how to read. So I basically have given you a very brief tour of what my learning space looks like. And I'm so excited to be introducing little learners to this space that we are going to be utilizing this school year. But of course, I didn't even get to show you all everything that I wanted to show you. So if you want a part 2 to this video, I need you to give this video a like and also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that segment, all right? Because there are still some of the important parts of this space that I didn't even get to share with you all in this video. But I basically showed you all the parts that were meaningful and what kids are going to be paying really close attention to when they enter the learning space tomorrow, all right? I wish you all well. I wish you all blessings and peace as you start your new school year off. And if you are interested in checking out more about my personal business, please check out that information in the description box below, all right? You all take care. I can't wait to see you all in the next video. Peace.